Hi Gia, Crazy Grandpa here, and we have a special edition of our show. These are the items we're going to be using for this special edition of our show. Okay? And we're going to learn something very nice today, very cool. And I'm going to show you what I had for lunch, and it made me think about you and that you would like them too. Okay, I'm going to put you up here so that you have a bird's eye view of what's going on. Hi, Crazy Grandpa. So, I had my lunch today and I had some tomatoes, and they're called Sweet Bite tomatoes. And I was just eating them. All of these had tomatoes on them. There's tomatoes on every one of them. And then I said, ooh, these are delicious. They're so sweet and good. And I said, I gotta show my gardening buddy Gia, Princess Gia. I gotta show my gardening buddy Princess Gia how good these are. So they came on the little stems like that. And look how perfect they are. Look at that. It's a beautiful little tomato. And then I bit into it. And it's delicious. I said, Gia would love this. I said, I got to figure out a way that we can grow these in with our seeds. So what I did, I'm getting a little plastic baggie here, and I'm going to show you what I did. I made this. Okay, and those are the seeds of the tomato. And now I'm going to show you how I got them. Okay, so I took off a little tomato. I opened my little bag. And I took a little bite of the tomato. And then I squeezed it. And look, all the seeds are coming out. All the seeds that are in the tomato are coming out. So what can we do with those seeds? We can grow them. And we can grow our own tomatoes. These are delicious. So I figured, okay, let's use the carton to grow them in. So we'll peel this off, because we want light to get it, right? And now we'll put it in this tray so that any dirt or water goes into the tray, because you know what we're going to do now. Now we're going to fill this tray with some dirt. That's very, very dry dirt. So what do we got to do with the very, very dry dirt? Tell me what we got to do. It's dry. What does everything need to live? Water. So we got to wet it. So we're going to wet it. Let me get some water. Good old water. And first, we're going to pour it on. Because we got to get this nice and moist for our tomatoes. Nice and wet. See, and now it's soaking up the water. The dirt is soaking up the water. making like a mud pie. But we're going to grow our tomatoes, our delicious tomatoes. I'm going to eat another one. Delicious. Yep, and crazy grandpa, one of the seeds escaped. Okay. So now the water's going in here, but you know what's going to happen. It's going to suck up. Once we get the root plant, the seeds in there, make sure it's nice and wet. And now we're going to just take our seeds that we just pushed out of there. Let me clean off this spoon so you see exactly what's going on. Okay, and now we're going to put the seeds and the seeds are in water because the tomato has made a lot of water. So now we're going to just sprinkle the seeds, and then once they start growing, we will pick the strong ones and we will put them in their own pots like we're doing with all the other tomatoes that we're growing. But there's so many different kinds of tomatoes. There's big tomatoes, small tomatoes, round tomatoes, football shaped tomatoes, all kinds of tomatoes, and all kinds of plants. And plants are good. I'm going to use this one too. So we'll get a lot of tomatoes and we will grow what we can. Okay, now you see them in there. And we're going to take a little bit more dirt, sprinkle it on top so that they're covered. And what are we going to do next? We put some more dry dirt on, so we have to, that's right, water it. And then since we had this nice little container that the tomatoes came in, we're going to put the top on, and it's going to make like a greenhouse. Let me bring it up so you can see the whole thing. See? Now we got a little greenhouse. And in a couple of days, we'll open this up like this. And there will be some tomato seedlings growing. One more little spritz. And so now this is bonus edition number 20. Episode 20. Okay. Have a good day. Hope you enjoy the show. Bye.